Hello everybody and welcome back to We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie. Today we're finishing off the grandma's cousins. It's this is probably gonna take a hot minute. Because yeah, we need to do as large as possible for all of these. Move my cursor off the screen. We can just go. We'll ignore him. Now, this one will be just past this first barrier, I believe. I'm honestly not entirely sure. The guide I'm following really is not the best. It goes, "Oh!" and you don't want that. Nobody wants that. But that's what it does. And, you know, I feel like we should respect that. And that is something that we should, you know, encourage, is that it's going, "Whoa!" Like, maybe we should take lessons from it and learn to just hoy life as much as it is. That seems like a pretty solid idea to me, at least. I mean, really, I feel like it just has life figured out. Because, I mean, really, if you want to never have to worry for the rest of your life, what you need to do is you take a screwdriver, and then you break into your neighbor's house, and you run up to their cupboards, and you just start plunging the screwdriver into their cupboard over and over and over again. And then soon enough, some nice men in white suits will come, and they'll take you away, and then you'll be set for life. I mean, like, it's great. It's really, it's the secret that doctors don't want you to know. And really, they shouldn't be allowed to keep that from you. It's quite a travesty that they do. Now, what we need to do is get to the fortune teller. Down here somewhere. I do not remember where they are. But they're down here somewhere. And there's some Afro dudes duding it up in front of their place. There we go. Okay. We are not big enough. Yeah, it's by the Afro dude. Whoop. Okay, we are big enough now. There we go. Just rolled up some weird trident thing. Wait, it's second cousin Miki. Oh, stop getting in the way. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. I mean, Miki's always out here getting in the way. Like, it's just what Miki does, like. I mean, maybe Miki's just trying to help, and we're too quick to judge. Maybe that's all it really is. But honestly, though, Miki does get in the way quite often. I mean, definitely gets in the way of progress by trying to run away from the Katamari instead of running to it. Like, Miki should know better than anybody that being part of the cosmos is, you know, a very vitally important thing. And should want to be part of the cosmos more than anyone. Yet, for some reason, they do not. It causes me immense confusion why they are like this. But I mean, it's fine. For it happens. Me experiencing immense confusion is nothing new. I, in fact, experience it quite often. I live in a perpetual state of immense confusion. So, it is... It is perfectly natural and normal for me to not understand. That person is running on air. They're running on sunshine. And, you know, I really appreciate that for them. Like, they deserve it. They definitely deserve to walk on sunshine. That is, you know, everyone deserves that, really. And it's honestly a bit of a shame that more people do not get to experience that feeling. You see these Afro men. I should really be, like, jump cutting, if I'm honest, because this is going to take a while, but I mean... Given the length of these episodes, I can just continue rambling and we will end up at the same, you know, it'll still be a whole episode. It'll just be a whole episode of this same stage a couple times. Because this does take a while. I do wonder if I might be able to get the final cousin, like, by just, playing the other stage, but it is just after the 3-meter barrier, so probably not. And this guy does say that they are pretty small, so they are probably not easily obtainable, or obtainable at all. I have no idea what those people were saying, but that was not appropriate to go choke, 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 choke. That's not appropriate. You need to not do that. That is pretty appropriate, though. Bam, 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 bam is pretty appropriate, too. I appreciate that. I appreciate that some of these people understand what they must be doing. And then they do it. We're gonna crash this wedding again. It's just how it goes. We got the gentleman again. We need this gentleman for the cosmos. I hope you all understand. It's just the way of the cosmos. It's the way of life. It is the ways of love. And love is the way of Long Life Town. So, really, we would not wish to deny them these feelings. That is, we must endeavor to never, you know, never take love from Long Life Town. It is vitally important for that city's existence. So, you know, that is just how it is. That, the rules of love are the rules of Long Life Town, and the rules of Long Life Town are the rules of love. And we are clearly in Long Life Town right now. There's a wedding going on. It must be Long Life Town. That is... It's just how it is. If there's ever a wedding, it is Long Life Town. Police officers, that person just flew again. They are flying on sunshine. And, you know, that is another thing that we must all endeavor to do in our lives. It is vitally important, really. Yes. Lots of bims. We all should appreciate the bims. I feel like I am not going to make it to 12 meters this time. But, nah, I'm gonna make it. It's gonna happen. I was getting too pessimistic too quickly. This is very much a stage. I do not know if others feel this way. I always feel like I can play it better. Like, so I always get a little hard on myself in it. Because I know I could probably do better, but I then do not do better. So... yes. Now, there is a present here that we could also seek to get. And now that we have made it to the goal, I mean, we can pretty reliably, I feel, come and get the present. Assuming I can find it. There's a plane that comes by every now and again. And that's one of the planes, but that's not the plane. Might have already gotten this present, I feel. Maybe. I don't know. That might actually be the plane, and I've just already obtained the present. Can I check? I cannot. I cannot check the rules. That is a real shame, if I'm honest. As opposed to a fake shame. A fake shame is what the king felt when he destroyed the cosmos in Katamari Damacy. Or he did enjoy destroying the cosmos. That does feel like the plane, so I feel like I've probably already gotten the present in this stage. And that is fine. It is fine to already have the present. One must not always seek presents. Sometimes they must seek friendship from sharks. I mean, why would you not want friendship from sharks, really? Like, they're sharks. They're pretty cool. They nibble on internet cables. And they enjoy their time. Do you enjoy your time? And that's because you are not a, you know, and if you do not, it's because you do not have a shark friend. That's why you must have a shark friend. I do not know what I am on about. I am just turning my brain off and rambling, because I feel like that makes for the more entertaining Katamari content. You can almost imagine I as the king. He's fierce. Oh, it's second cousin Miki. What were you doing on Earth? Hmm? You wanted to have your fortune told? We have no idea what you're talking about. It was plants-ish, except we like a Katamari that's vehicle-y. Alright, so this isn't a new record. Pretty sure. Yeah. So it's Planet Dust. Beautiful. Now, you know what? Let's be Signolo. And we have one more to do in here. This is. I should have done a better job of collecting cousins the first go around. Is really all this is. And the king is disappointed in me, and I cannot blame him. Signolo waits for nobody, Your Majesty. It's really just a shame how Signolo is. Yeah, I mean, Your Majesty, you can believe in many things, just not Signolo. Signolo is honestly a problem. He is obsessed with milk, even though he cannot collect it. And he cannot collect it, for he is lactose intolerant. That is what he is. He's not intolerant, he's intolerant. He's a very intolerant ant, is what I am getting at. And that is why he cannot have milk. He will attempt to get milk, and he will even roll some up. But he may never have it, for he is just such an intolerant ant that he is just not allowed to have milk. I am really trying to turn, and those cats were not letting that happen. Which I suppose is fine, occasionally. We shall roll up the me-headed thing. Oh wait, it's Cousin Fumin again. At least they are not Cousin Moomin. I don't know if I would appreciate Cousin Moomin. That would be too much. Oh no. Signolo has discovered the milk again. He has remembered it is in here, and he very much wants it. He has gotten the milk cartons. Thankfully, these milk cartons are indeed empty. There is no actual milk in them. They are empty cartons. Or else, Signolo would become an even more intolerant ant. That is just the sad reality of Signolo. That is... It's really the sad reality of many, many things and people, is they are very intolerant ants. Even if they are a tolerant person, they are a very intolerant ant. Or at the very least, very intolerant to ants. And that is really the biggest shame of them all. As well as being a shame of the stall. And the call. And the mall. Really, a shame of all. Now, we must collect some luggage bags. For we require luggage. We are going on a trip, so that requires luggage. And we do not have our own, so we will just... We'll make use of these kind donations from others. We will roll up Miki again. Miki. Hatsune Miku. We'll roll her up. And we'll roll up this kite, for it was spinning, and a kite that spins is not your friend. It is, in fact, your enemy. For it is spinning to attempt to assert its dominance over you. It is saying, look at me, I can spin. Can you spin? And then you attempt to spin, and you become dizzy, but the kite, it does not. And that is what the kite ultimately wanted, was to make you dizzy. For then it can steal your lunch money. And nobody wishes for that to happen, now do they? You wish to have your lunch money so that you may purchase lunch at the designated feeding time. Or maybe you will purchase your lunch at the non-standard feeding time. That is also a possibility, I suppose. I am unsure why you would wish for the non-standard feeding time, but some people just wish to be non-standard, and I suppose that is just the way of life. Like, it is perfectly acceptable to be non-standard from time to time. As long as you are standard at least 0.35% of the time, then being non-standard is perfectly acceptable. However, if you are only standard for 0.33% of the time, then being non-standard is very unacceptable, and you must correct that behavior before it corrects you. We have lost our music abilities. See, we have been too standard lately, and we have been corrected for being standard. And that is why we must continue to roll. So that we may be very non-standard. That is the dream of the cosmos, is to be non-standard and beautiful. Okay. Now, we need to make our way down to the beach and find a shark. I believe it would be the beach. There we are. Oh, we just rolled up some weird flying saucer thing. Oh no. Ah, crap. No, get back here. It's Cousin Velvet. Oh, stop getting in the way. We must not lose Cousin Velvet. For Cousin Velvet is required to make that final fan happy. They are not actually the final fan. We have a lot of work left to do. What I thought was nearing the end of the game, you know, seeing the credits, is in fact not. It would have been closer to the end had I done a better job of collecting cousins as I went, but I did not do a particularly good job of collecting cousins. This is entirely our fault. I require the gentleman again. This is what I require. Yes. Gentleman has been acquired. I do not believe I've been over here. I did not go through the Torii gates as required. We are now cursed. You are all cursed with me. It's a shame. I apologize. But that is just the way of things. To be cursed. And we are all cursed to enjoy Katamari Damacy. That is our curse. Our curse is to enjoy this wonderful game of boundless positivity. That is our curse. We are to play it for all eternity. At least once an eternity. That is the curse. Now you might wonder, well, what would happen if I do not follow through with this curse and do not play Katamari Damacy in some fashion? And the answer to that is you will not be able to become part of the cosmos now. Because we went through those Torii gates incorrectly. I apologize. We really failed. That is just how it is. And now we must pay for our crimes with this curse. It is just the way of things. Yes. I do enjoy getting to the completion of this stage while doing nothing. We won by doing nothing. There, at the very end at least. They were distracted by the pompadour. I cannot blame them. A pompadour is definitely a hairstyle. That is what can be said about the pompadour. So I know you may be wondering, what can be said about the pompadour? And the answer is that it is a hairstyle. That is what can be said about the Pompadour. What cannot be said about the Pompadour is that it can answer the questions of life. It cannot do that. Only we may answer the questions of life. As it really should be, honestly. Like, you would not want a Pompadour answering your questions about life, for the answers it would give would just simply be Pompadour. And the Pompadour is not the answer to all of life's problems. It is the cause of many, actually. And it is also the cause of some very non-standard Simpsons, and that is why the Pompadour is actually quite the travesty in of itself. You may learn more by observing the chaos of commercials. Let's head back into the city. We require the city. For we are a Katamari for the big city. We simply cannot do in other cities. Yes. Whales. Beautiful creatures. We'll leave that whale. Yes. 26 meters. We are not as large as we could be, but we are as large as the knee. And the knee is as large as is needed for the tree. Now, we must observe this cousin. Velvet, what were you doing on Earth? You were making friends with the shark. We have no idea what you were talking about. Feels plantsish, but we want Vehicle Z. So it shall become dust, for it is not Vehicle Z, it is too standard. It is just simply far too standard. Planet dust with it. Dusted. And that shall mark the end of today. And my honestly a bit delusional rantings that I'm feeling a bit lightheaded from. That is a weird feeling. So, with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here next time for more We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie. See you all then. And now in this end card, I would like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? That'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.